Hey, this is Rubber Cheese. I'm just going to do a quick video review and demo of the Cuisinart DBM8C coffee grinder. I've had this for about 2.5 years. I bought it refurbished for around $30, but new they're currently selling for about $60 Canadian on Amazon. We'll just start by showing the actual mechanism itself. And the lower portion, I'm not sure if you can see that in there. You can also see that it's not very clean. I don't normally clean this between uses. I just take out sort of what I can and just leave the rest. So the hopper screws on. And the hopper can be rotated to get your grind, obviously coarse over here and fine on this side. I usually leave mine right in the middle for medium. The lid is not very tight, kind of stays on, but it's really not much of a seal. So I try not to leave too many grinds in here. Normally I'm using it for 2 days a week, so I'll usually put some in on Saturday morning, but only enough for the Saturday and the Sunday because, you know, the air has no problem getting in here. Looking down on the unit, you can pick how much you want it to actually grind. It allows you to go between 4 and 18 cups. And then this is the hopper where all the grinds go to. This is a plastic hopper. And I'm not sure if it's because of that or because of the mechanism inside, but there's a lot of static. So every time you grind, you'll end up with a lot of coffee sticking up in here. Usually I do a better job scraping that off, but it will build up. The other thing is this hopper is very brittle. After the very first time I used it, I dropped it, and it actually chipped a big portion off of here, which I just glued. Since then I've had no problems with it, but that's actually the main reason I don't wash it each time, because I know it's so brittle. The unit won't work unless this is pushed back and it's fully square. So if you get some debris piling up on the bottom, you might have to clean it out in order to get it to work. So I'm just going to plug it in. I'm going to do a small grind just to give you an idea of the sound level. Oh, and the cord is pretty short. It's only about 2 feet. That's more than enough for me, but you may need to run a short extension cord. So I haven't put too much in, but just enough. I'm just going to do 4 cups worth. You can see how long that takes and how loud it is. So I'm going to pull it out. And that's about how fine it is. So right now it's on the medium setting. It's, you know, it's fairly coarse, but it's what I usually use for just my drip coffee maker. Overall, this is it's a good grinder for the money. It's definitely not the best. There are a lot better grinders in the over $100 range, but for the price of $60, it's pretty good.
I don't love this grinder. The reason is it usually doesn't work. So I have it on 4, dial it to off, on again. No love, take it out, put it in, no love, out, in, no love. Third time, still no love. Hold down the button, take it out, push it in, no love. Do it again, still nothing. Do it repeatedly. Oh, see, it caught, but then it stopped. You see, what you have to do is when you push it in, And it catches like that, you have to quickly lift your finger off the button. Becomes an art form. There you go. That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do to make this grinder work sometimes. And I've dealt with this for probably a year, and I'm done with it. So let's do with this grinder what needs to be done. And unplug it, and we're going to put it right where she needs to go, in the garbage. Do yourself a favor, don't buy this grinder. I replaced it with this other one here, also available at Amazon. It has its own quirks, but at least it runs when I push the button.
Here is the Cuisinart coffee grinder. So you put the beans in there, and it takes about, I think it would take an entire bag of beans, like the regular size small ones. I usually get the big ones, but this is how you set the course you want. So for like a percolator, or sorry, drip coffee, and this is, I guess, more for a percolated type of grind. And this is the amount of beans that you can do. That's about 18 cups. And this is the start button. It's not plugged in. And this is where the grinds are collected. In here, you can just take it off, as you can see. And so yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. And this is my Black & Decker coffee grinder, so that's the size reference. So yeah, just plugs in easily, and yeah, I definitely recommend it.